This used to be called Jem's Fish Bar. I used to come up here on a Friday evening after boys brigade with mum or dad, and we'd order fish and chips. It was kind of like one of our weekly things. At least it was weekly in my mind. You know, some of these things that you think happened every week, and maybe if you could go back in time, you'd realise actually your parents weren't quite as generous as you thought they were. But anyway, we'd come up here to Jem's Fish Bar and we'd queue up. The queue was massive in those days. I'm talking sort of 35 years ago. And my mum or dad would say to me, what would you like, Neil? And obviously I'd say, please. And then I'd say, I'll have steak and kidney pie and chips. My wife still doesn't get this. We're going to a fish and chip shop if we ever go to the coast, Bexhill or Eastbourne or somewhere like that. And so, you know, why aren't you having fish? But I always used to have steak and kidney pie and chips. I'll have steak and kidney pie and chips, please, Mum. If we went in there and queued up and it was a busy night and the steak and kidney pies were gone, I'd lose my mind. If we got to the desk and he said, sorry, I haven't got any steak and kidney pies, I'm like, what's the point of going on then? I'm not going to watch the A-Team when we get home tonight. I can't, I just go straight to bed. No point getting up on Saturday and going down Tonbridge Market and all those other things. It's pointless. We've been thinking about a God who says, I have this week. I have things for you in 1 Kings chapter 17, looking at the story of Elijah and the widow that he interacted with there. And the widow is very clear that she doesn't believe in Elijah's God in the beginning of the story, and she says I haven't a lot rather than I have. It's all negative, and I understand that. I'm not judging her at all. She's had a tough life, but Elijah is gently persistent in saying to her that there is a God who says I have, a God who provides for us. Maybe you're watching this now and you're saying, well, Neil, you're getting right up my nose because you don't understand my life, my situation, my struggles and challenges. My life feels like one huge bag of I haven'ts with vinegar and salt on the top of them, and it tastes horrible. My hope and my prayer for you and for me is that in 2022 we increasingly rely on a God who says I have, a God who is there for us. Because when we get to the front of the queue, God says, I have got more steak and kidney pies than you could ever count if you took the rest of your life counting them. I'm actually quite hungry now. I think I'm going to go home, get something to eat. Take care.